Thank you for choosing our Patio Heat channel. I'm Steve. We provide tips and information to extend the enjoyment of your patio project. Our videos give you a knowledgeable overview prior to investing in your outdoor heating equipment. Whether you are a professional or owner-builder, we provide specific details for optimum heat coverage for your application. Post a comment or question, or for developed visual designs, send your request into designs@patioheat.com. We're here to work with you. For over 30 years, patio heating is the bedrock of our business, expressing what works best. Now let's get heating. Okay, so here we have this covered patio deck area, and this is a dining space. Let's go ahead and look at the overall dimensions that I have. So overall dimensions I have here at to the outside edge of this wall to this edge over here. I have at 17 feet 9 inches, and then from left to right over here I have at 20 feet, and then I have a ceiling height of 10 feet off the finished floor. You can see that there's a cook space over here. Let me go ahead and turn off those dimensions, and the dining space is off-centered from that cook space, I would say. But in any case, let's go ahead and look at what we could do for keeping this dining space warm during the cooler times of year. So what I've done is I've placed in two of the 6,000 watt flush mount Infratech units. These are 6,000 watt 240 volts at 25 amps a piece. They're recessed. Now you can see there's a wooden ceiling up here, and I have them recessed into the above the ceiling. So like if I was to pull this one down to the bottom of the ceiling, you would see the whole flush mount frame around the unit itself. But if you place it onto the ceiling joist, and let me just go ahead and show what I'm talking about. So here we have the ceiling joists, and if you attach them to the ceiling joists themselves, then you can place some of the finished ceiling on top of the frame itself. So the other thing is, what is the distance apart from each other? So what I did here is I like to try to have these around 9 feet center to center, but because of where I have the ceiling joists, and I'm not 100% certain of the exact placement of the ceiling joists, but where I have them, I ended up putting them about 9 foot 5 1/4 inch center to center, and I also offset them from the center of the actual structure itself. You can see over here I have this at 8 foot 4 inches from the edge of the wall here to the center point, and then here I have at 8 foot 11 to the center point here, using this edge here of the bar area to the edge of the wall, and using that as a center point for the placement of the units themselves. Let's go ahead and look at the footprint of heat. So with the footprint of heat, you can see at that 10 foot ceiling height, we have about a 10 foot throw from left to right on the heaters, and about a 12 foot throw from left to right this direction. And looking at it from this point of view here, you can see that the coverage is very well throughout the whole entire space. Now you will see that the center point here appears as if it's not 100%. Hang on one second. All right, so it appears as if that's not 100% covered in the middle here. However, this is infrared light waves. So infrared light waves is kind of like the sun, if you can imagine. So if I turn the sunlight on and you see the shadow over here, if you were standing here in the shadow on a sunny day, you would not feel the sunlight. However, the air temperature here versus the air temperature over here is going to be the same. And the same is true with when you're using infrared light waves as a heat source. The light wave itself is, coming down, it's bending and stretching as it travels, and the space between will have overlapping rays. Now, this is the optimum footprint of heat, but when you have two together, that ray is a crossover ray in between, so it makes this just as comfortable as it would be over here. So I think this would be an excellent option for this particular application. And yeah, let's see if the other thing I wanted to mention too is that you know, if these beams can be pushed over slightly so that you get a 9-foot center to center, that's another benefit. And then also one last thing I wanted to show is we'll put the ceiling back on here. When you have a combustible ceiling like I have here, then you need to lower the unit itself just slightly. So what you want to do is just bring it down to the same elevation as the ceiling itself. So the recessed flush mount kit that's in here is going to fit a little bit higher than what I have, you know, these wooden beams at. Whoops, sorry about that. But I'm trying to turn this back on so you can see a little bit better. The heater itself needs to be lowered, so there's, you know, there's two L brackets on the left here, or excuse me, on the right here, and on the left over here, and that would allow you to lower it down to the elevation of, you know, the wooden combustible surface, so that you are meeting the clearances below the heater itself. So, you know, you can see the heater clearance below the heater is 18 inches on all four sides, and then 36 inches down below. And yeah, you're meeting that clearance. So I think that's about it. All right, well, I hope this has helped. If you're looking for some assistance with your outdoor heating application and you'd like us to review your plans, send your information into designs@patioheat.com. I'm Steve. And please tap that like button if you find this video useful. We don't advertise, not monetize. YouTube does not promote us unless we receive a thumbs up from our viewers, and we truly appreciate you doing that. Thank you very much. Have an excellent day.